Hey y'all, welcome back to season 12 of the Carefree Black Girl podcast, where we discuss everything carefree, black, and girl. So as y'all can see, it's me, Quanna. I'm from behind the camera again, in the host seats. I'll be joining the host this season. So I'm just kicking it off to my girls, starting off with you, Hazell.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Hazell Harvey, the realest of the real and the dog of the hour, back for season 12, passing it to the doctor of the hour.
It's your girl, Dr. Phoenix Lux, your favorite fairy fantasy baddie and blur historian, here for season 12. And I am so happy to see y'all. How y'all feeling?
I feel like I gotta come up with a little something. I gotta think about my intro tag now. Oh my God, what am I gonna be? My name is Q from the S. No, I've been pretty good. You know, it's that time of year, child. Getting hot.
Yeah.
The girls are getting bothered.
The girl's getting booked.
The girls are getting booked.
North Carolina is drowning in pollen.
Oh my God.
Woo!
Can
Shout out to my
about
allergy
it?
girls.
Like, I feel like my allergy is coming back. I mean, I always have like a slight little congestion, but lately, whoa, it's been legit drip. I'm gonna have to get me a little, what is it, Claritin? What is it, OTC and all that other stuff?
Zyrtec, something.
Yeah.
Listen, y'all get y'all antihistamine,
Mm-hmm.
whatever brand,
The antihistamine.
because I feel it. I feel it in my throat. Pause. It's a little itchy.
I feel it too. It's like I be just be randomly and I'm like,
Like I feel attacked by the pollen, but I am happy that it's warming up. The people are outside.
Yes, ma'am.
it's me. I'm the people. And I
Outside.
need to stay inside.
Okay.
Listen, okay, so I guess we moving right along, getting into it. So yeah, it's a new season and we got new Carefree Black Girls of the Week. I guess she's a woman, of course. We love her. I feel like she's our forever Carefree Black Girl.
For
No
real.
shade. So without further ado, we're gonna give a big shout out to our girl, Brandy. She's
The
our
vocal Bible darling.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you take it away because you know the girls be saying this and be saying that.
Listen, I have always loved Brandy ever since I was a little girl. I had the Moesha doll, I had the Brandy doll
Oh,
with the 10
wow.
facts at the back. Her doll had like, it was the first doll I saw that had like hair like ours. That had micros.
It had micro braids. Yeah.
Our girl has a Grammy nomination. She's been nominated 13 times.
Yep.
She
Yes,
has
yes.
over 100 awards and accolades. To add to that, she is now on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
She got
My
her
girl got her
star.
star.
Yes.
Oh yeah, she's our first Cinderella. Well, the black Cinderella.
Yeah,
Y'all know
she
what
is
I'm talking about.
our Cinderella.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes. She's our first Disney princess.
Disney princess.
She was
yeah.
She's our
truly
first
our
Disney
first
princess.
Disney princess.
First Black Disney princess.
Cultural icon with Moesha.
For real. She's a legend. She's
A
an icon.
legend.
And she is the moment.
Yeah, I would
Okay.
say that she is a blueprint. Like,
Yeah.
she definitely paved the way for a lot of the girls today. Especially, she has runs that some of the girls would never even touch.
Yeah.
It's so much to say about Brandy.
Yeah, she is a living legend. And I want to say, like, her branding, like, in the 90s, like, if she had social media, she would probably be, like, a billionaire. Because she
Literally.
had the toy deals, the movie deals. She
Yeah.
was in music.
Yeah.
And then she was doing it all very well. Like, none of it was half-baked.
Yep.
And all of it was, like, authentic.
Mhm.
And so I really think she deserves this moment. I'm also glad that she is reclaiming her narrative.
Yep.
Because a lot of people be talking about her, but y'all can hear it directly from her in her memoir phases.
Yeah, she just dropped her
She
new memoir.
just dropped her memoir.
Did y'all hear any bit about it? Did y'all read it?
No, but I heard some tea, girl.
I heard some
My girl
tea.
went in there was spilling tea up in there.
I heard
she said
some
she had
tea.
to drop. But basically, word on the curve basically is that she was underage dealing with somebody else. I forgot his name, but if I'm not mistaken,
Wanya.
yes, was he not?
Wanya
Was
Morris from Boys to Men.
I think,
Boys-
I think it's pronounced Wanya.
one guy from Boys to Men.
Yeah.
So Yeah, so that was honestly a shock, and I was honestly shocked that she put that out there because, like, it was kind of just like, oh, because a lot of people are having feelings about it. Like, some people are just like, like, girl, like, why are you putting this out? Like, what, like, was that tea really needed? Like, was that always tea, like, back in the 90s that they had something going on when she was underage?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Well, I kind of saw it today. I was trying to do my own little research. So I guess we're gonna get right into the girls segment because this is
Yeah.
kind of gonna drag us into it. So when Brandy was younger, there's this whole thing about celebrity kids and that they grow up fast and all this stuff. And at the time, there was conversations that she liked older guys, if that made sense. So it was like older people her age didn't date her or whatever, and she talked to older people. And then he also actually went to Breakfast Club a few years ago and kind of like made a joke about it. So I do think that while it was like a conversation, it wasn't like a big like, oh, she's dating a 22-year-old or she's 16. It's like, oh, that's Brandy. She like older niggas or whatever.
Yeah.
She mature. She's been in Hollywood a long time. Like somebody said the other day, like, oh, I'm not gonna be surprised when like Blue Ivy or one of them start say that they dated like older people. I'm like, hell, I'm not Beyonce. You're not gonna let no Blue Ivy do all that.
Absolutely
It just depends
not.
on your like who you're around and what you're allowed to do. I think that somebody like Brandy, when you do become sort of kind of the breadwinner of your family, it's hard for. I don't know. I guess I'll let y'all chime in on this. But some people, I know Keke Palmer spoke to it a little bit as well. She said she dated older me. A lot of them are talking about this. Sometimes it's hard for your parents to be like, to keep you in a certain box. But I don't think it takes away from the fact that he was 22 years old. And at 22, he had been in the game like years too, just as much long as she had. So if he was exposed to younger girls, he probably was exposed to older girls too. So everyone's on the way he had Merle Brandy trying to do child at 16. So I don't know. That's my spin on it. I see the mixed reviews. I'm just trying to figure out how is wrong for her, because I saw this part of them saying like, why you want to speak about it now. I think it is important to speak about it because too often kids do stuff that are kid shit and other people are just like, oh, they're being grown. It's like, no, girl, if you're young and you're interested in something, like you see a bowl of candy, you're gonna go try to grab it. That's being a kid. Like, and that's not to say that you be sitting there eating a whole bowl of candy, girl, you're gonna get thick. So it's like, yeah, that's where I'm
I
at with
think
it.
cultural context is important as far as levels of appropriateness. Like, we are closer now more than ever that very clearly a 20-year-old should not be dating a teenager.
Yeah.
But in the 90s, there wasn't, I won't say it was like just accepted, but people weren't as informed because this is the fast girl era. Like, I know so many girls that got called fast.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And so I think people misunderstand trauma and how people see their experiences.
Yeah,
When
for
you're
sure.
actively going through something, sometimes you don't feel victimized or traumatized in that moment. But when you get older and you look back, especially with her, she's also a mother, you begin to see it from a different perspective and say, wait a minute, he was grown.
Yeah.
Right.
And I know
So-
a lot of people that has happened
Yeah,
to. A
and-
lot of people. You probably will be surprised at how many people actually got assaulted and don't even realize
Yep.
it.
Oh yeah,
It does happen.
Yeah.
And I think people use like, well, girls mature faster than boys, and I
Oh, I
really
heard
want to
that
speak to that. Cognitively and biologically, yes, but only in prepubescence and only in a gap of a year of 1 to 2 years.
Yeah, it's not like a big
Yeah,
thing.
it
like,
narrows
no.
out by adolescence. So that's a bullshit. Like, there is no girl fast enough to catch an old ass man.
No, you got to say that.
And even if she is throwing ass, you are old enough to say no.
The hell
You are
no.
not a
develop
beast.
brain.
You are not a
Yes.
you can control your loins. And I think
Yeah.
what's even more heinous, I think people forget there was a grown woman beefing with Brandy about this man.
Oh,
I was gonna say that next. I was gonna say so. The biggest thing about this conversation is that Wanya's is it his first wife or did he marry the lady or
It was an R&B art.
Yeah, it was
it Adina?
Adina the one who say freaking out.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, they literally was that she was dating him and that was just like a whole big thing. And that just goes to show you how like Black girls are like just thrust out of like youth and purity.
Yeah.
Because it's like, girl, like somebody should have said, Adina, girl, you making freaky songs and Brandy is walking around in the Cinderella outfit.
Talking about
don't
sitting up
Okay.
in my
need to-
room.
Y'all don't even really need to be talking to the same type of guys.
Right.
But it happens.
She don't
Yeah.
even have permission to get up out her room.
She really
And you
don't.
beefing with this girl about this man.
That's trifling.
Y'all. So I've been doing a little spring reset with my closet lately, focusing on quality over quantity, selecting pieces that are versatile and easy to reach for every day. This is why I keep coming back to Quince. The fabrics feel elevated and the pricing actually makes sense. I'm especially obsessed with this ultra-form high-rise leggings in that rich chocolate color. The buttery spandex has the perfect compression. I had to double-check the price because it gave high-end fashion boutique, but for the fraction of the cost. And the white organic short sleeve stretch bodysuit, baby, it's the perfect staple for layering or wearing solo. Refresh your spring wardrobe with Quince. Go to quince.com/CFBGpod for free shipping and 365 days of returns. Now available in Canada too. Go to QUINCE.com/CFBGpod for free shipping and 365 days of returns. Go to quince.com/CFBGpod.
And it's like, what's even crazier is that people are even debating that now that she looks at it, she said, I felt taken advantage of as a 16-year-old.
Yeah.
Like, y'all want her to just, I think people, because they learned victimization and assault and trauma as black and white, like they think it's somebody in a dark alley, they're just gonna knock you out and it's very clear cut. A lot of people, when they look at their lives, especially men, y'all be getting uncomfortable because if he's wrong, then I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Because I had
And
a
it's like,
similar
who
situation.
who am I if I say something about this and somebody from 10 years ago gonna say something about what I did to them? You definitely hit that on the head. But it's crazy to me. It's like Brandy did position herself as America's sweetheart.
Yeah.
And I remember being young and feel like I had to choose between Brandy and Monica because I felt like Brandy was this like image of like pure and this certain type of Black girl, and Monica was like more like from the hood and she was more like out there. So like I always felt like even me being a Whitney Houston fan, like people be like, are you a Brandy fan? I grew up liking Brandy, but I wasn't like a run her down Brandy fan. But I do understand the ways in which media can like position certain people. So now us hearing about her, assault, basically being taken advantage of, we're like, oh, it kind of like humanizes her again because at one point it was like she's the untouchable or whatever. So I don't know.
And she talks about that in the book too. I haven't read it, but I've read some synopsises. But she talked about like her whole Moesha era and having to be the perfect representation of like a Black girl, like that.
She absolutely was not for me though.
Yeah.
That's the thing. When I used to watch Moesha, I thought she was a terrorist. I just was like, I could not be her friend.
Yeah, it's like growing
Oh,
up.
looking back, I know
even
that.
at that time, I was like, this is not the type of girl. Like, I just was like, what is wrong with her?
I wouldn't want to be her friend.
Like, yeah, but I get what you're saying, but I felt like whatever with Brandy, I felt like she always fought this line of like being who she really was and maintaining the image that like society and Hollywood made for her. And that to me is like, it's why she always like, why not always, but sometimes she even comes off weird to people. Like, even with this new revival of her and Monica with the tour, like some people was like, is that her real personality? I'm like, I really think that is. But the old way of like her like being this perfect image, I think that wasn't her. So remember when she had the thing where she she hit somebody in the car? Are we allowed to talk about that?
Yeah, I think we should.
Yeah, but I mean, I know because it was up and down, and it's like every time she had like a down moment, it was hard. I feel like for her to accept it, maybe it wasn't hard for me to accept it, but for me, I always humanized her. So to hear that she is coming out with a book, or she came out with a book and is talking about all these things, like I'm interested to hear it, read it, because it's like I want to know who you were and what was happening or going on with you during the midst of all this stuff. Like,
Yeah.
oh, it's so much we can unpack
Right.
with Brandy, but I'm gonna let you talk, Hazell.
Yeah, because I was
go
saying
ahead.
like going back to it, I just was saying, like, you know, I think that's what a lot of people got to do is like read the book. Like, don't just go off basically. Because I saw the headline and I just hated it and it kept going because I'm just like, you know how headlines do. Like, they'll go and say, like, oh, yeah, they did this and they did that. And then it's always something different in the book. But I do think it's good. Like, her, Keke Palmer, even, because Keke Palmer did an interview with Demi Lovato.
Demi
And they
Lovato,
and they both talked about dating older men when they were underage. And that's really just like, being in the industry is. It's like you don't think it's nothing wrong with it until you grow up and look back like, damn, yeah, that was kind of wrong. And maybe she put that in her book just for younger girls that's trying to come up in the industry to not be taken advantage of. And also, yeah, like you said, like some men do have to understand too, like you're the adult, and it's come to a time where you guys like put your manhood down, your pride down, and turn down these little girls because they I won't lie,
pick that manhood up.
because there's a lot of
wrong.
fan girl, and that's so crazy that it happened to her, and like we never knew about that because same thing happened with Aaliyah. Like she was younger and she was taken advantage of in the industry. So it's just so crazy how those girls in the '90s had those like type of experiences. And also, like I was saying, back to like the men like trying to help themselves more accountable. There was this video that just went around with Finesse Two Times. He's a rapper. He was doing a stream, and some fangirls were there, and they found out that one of the girls was underage,
Oh, I
and he
forgot.
immediately
Yeah, I
told
saw-
them they had to go.
Yeah.
And the reason why he said that was because he has a daughter, and I would not want my daughter around no grown men that like she's a
Right.
fan of, and it eventually gets to that point. So that's what I'm saying. Like, shout out to Finesse Two Times because it's
Yeah.
y'all men that have to hold yourself more accountable to not, even if they, like you said, they throwing that ass back.
They say,
You have
"Hey,
to turn it
Daddy."
down.
Yeah,
No, baby.
you have to turn it down.
You got to tell them you got to go. And I think if you are someone who is older and you realize you have made an error, nobody's saying you got to beat yourself over the head, but own up to it and be a better person. Because like I said, context and education is important. And I think even outside of the industry, I remember in high school, older men would ask me and be like, "How old are you?" And I would lie and say younger, and they say, "No, no, it's not. When your birthday?" Because a certain level of teenager was cool
with
them.
it. Yeah, they definitely. When I was at my senior year, I definitely was kind of talking to a 21, 22-year-old, and I didn't even realize it because he was just kind of like always around, but he was also at age to be a substitute teacher at the school.
Yeah.
But you could also be a substitute at like 19 or 20. But then my friend was like, I don't think Kevin's like 19 or 20. I think he's one of the older things. And then one day I was at his house and I saw his ID and I gagged because I was like, oh my God, he's like 22 years old. And keep in mind, I graduated high school at 17. So if we were talking about junior year, that means I was 16. And it's like nothing like sexual or nothing going on, but he still was picking me up from school or whatever. Like I could have had a different life and he was with it. Keep in mind, he was working at the school. So ain't no telling how many other
And that's
people.
just ethically wrong.
Right. And
Hello.
I'm like looking back, like how many other people he was talking to because he was substituting at our school. Then he went to another high school. And that's when me and him started like talking online or whatever. And I'm like, he probably wait till he goes. Looking back at him like, damn, he probably wait till he goes to the other schools to talk to some girls from the school he just left or whatever. But it's a pattern. And then you realize like, oh, she just obsessed with me. That's the one thing they like to say. Oh, she just like me. I was her first older nigga, so that's why she acting crazy. No,
Yeah.
girl, like, you exposing me to all these stuff. Of course I'm going to be calling you different times a day. And I looking back, and this is a side, but looking back at what was going on between Adina Howard and Brandy, she said that she used to be with him and Brandy used to just not stop calling. And I can just only imagine, like,
Because she
can be outside with him and then she's in the house and she's probably calling, like,
up in her room,
yeah,
sitting
like-
up in my room. She probably, Lord Jesus. Anyway, and then I was reading the lyrics of some of these songs. The way it was just so male centered, like what they had these young girls singing. But back
Right.
to high school, when I graduated, a administrator I looked up like to as a father figure at the graduation waited till he saw my dad occupied, came and hugged me. He knew I was going to college. He was like, "What's your birthday? How old are you?" And I have a late birthday, so I was 18. He said, "Oh, you're 18, so I can take you on a date now."
Now
now, oh God, no.
So that means
you
you
always
just
had
scoping
eyes.
me out this
you
whole
just been
time.
scoping me out, and I just want older men to realize how malicious that is.
Yep.
That you want somebody that you can control or that you can mold. Like, you don't see how strange that sounds. Like it's almost like you want to raise a child because they're not fully formed and they can't consent. And so I really think people should examine that when they're debating this. And for the young girls who may be watching this, or if you have a young girl, you are not more mature. You are not so
Or
different.
not.
Yeah.
Listen, honey, he's a bum. That's why
Okay.
he's not around any women his age. But he seems so cool because he got a little more freedom than you got.
To their core,
Yeah.
will like a girl their age.
Yeah.
People like people around their age. It's not even if you're not in a heterosexual relationship, people are preying on you because we literally just had something with this. And I want to say this before I go, with the ballroom community a few years ago. Well, last year, just a few months ago, about people being violated or whatever. If people are older than you trying to coerce you to do things, whether it's drugs, whether it's sexual related, just know that they are a predator. There are people their age that they could do the same partying with, the same cuddling with. They are choosing you because you showed them that they can control you. Okay? Do not think that, like she said, that you're more fab or you're more pretty than the next girl because you will gag.
And you, honey, you're not as mature as you think you are. He done spin it around and done it and played this game on 3 different girls before he got to you. And he done perfected his craft. You do not need to deal with no old ass man who can't date somebody his own age. Okay.
So questions. It's more drama in the girl universe, y'all. So if y'all don't know what the girl segment is, it's what we talk about all like the hot topics in girl land. I want to just ask y'all this question because our girl Lizo also did a recent interview and she said that she lost her virginity like in her 30s. Do y'all believe it? I don't want to drag the conversation. I just want to know. I wish I had some water to put in y'all mouths to answer this question. Do y'all believe it, or do y'all feel like she just is clickbait? Or
I mean, how I always say it's just why lie? Why would you lie?
like, did you know? Was it in the news? Could you tell?
I mean, like, I just think why would you lie about it? Like, why would it be like clickbait? Like, why? I just think why would it be clickbait? Like, how old is she now? How old is she?
Sure, like 35, 36.
Yeah, I would think, girl, why would you lie? Like, I mean, I don't know. Like,
your story is your own, but
right.
Why, girl? Like, why do we need to know this now?
I just feel like
it's just a strange
See, this is where I gotta go back into the clips and like see what the whole point of what she brought it up for. Like, was she bringing it up to be like, I saved my, virginity until, XYZ until I was ready? Was it like, oh, nobody wanted me because, I was the big girl and I finally got it at 30 and once I started coming up with my
that's why
I don't understand the context of why did she do it. Can we get the video? Can we get the clip?
I'm gonna look for the clip while we go to the next topic.
I
do want to go. Wait, can
the men be taking big girls down.
That's what I was like.
That's why I'm experimenting behind curtains. So
point?
that ain't even an issue. Or
was she saving it till she was 30? Like maybe she had a goal.
That's
like
I
want to have sex when I'm 30 years old.
Like of why?
Because also we never knew who she was in a relationship with. Like she wasn't like in a public relationship or anything, or
she was with a guy. They had like it was public, but
when she was 30.
He wasn't like super known, but she was with him for a long time.
Yeah,
okay, so this is what she says. So she's paying to host Benny Blanco that she was a late bloomer and that she lied about not being a virgin for a long time. She lost her virginity after she won her Grammy, which was at 31. In my heart of hearts, I do want to believe you, Lizzo. I do. But I don't know. Something about this is not true.
Didn't she have a date? Wasn't her boyfriend her date at the Grammys?
So I guess that's when she
had a boyfriend.
Wasn't that her date? Yeah, right there.
No, y'all.
No, she got with him, and so she's with Michael. She's with Mike Wright, which he's so cute to me. They're a fab couple.
But she was with another guy before that.
Exactly. So she did not start dating Mike Wright until 2022, which was when she wore the brown. See, that's when she wore the brown.
Okay.
But when she won all those Grammys was when she was a little bit thicker and she wore like that sequence thing.
Yeah, that's cute.
So the year before is when she lost it.
Okay, honey. So this is the thing.
Okay,
Because
you
I
know
done heard
what?
her talk about, getting fucked and stuff. So either you was lying then or lying
Well, she
now.
said she was lying then, but
Okay. Also, oral
Lizzo,
sex
baby, we
and
love you.
hands still consider sex. Because I know some of y'all girl, I ain't
And
saying
if somebody
Lizzo
was
do it.
eating the twitty twat, you
I know
had
y'all like to
sex.
play them games. Penetrative sex is not the only sex. If it was fingers and tongues and
You lost your
hands,
virginity.
yeah,
You saying you lost your virginity? You did
yeah,
all that? Okay.
that
If you was
counts.
bumping purses,
Okay.
you were not a virgin.
And if you was dropping sloppy toppy,
Uh-huh.
you ain't. It's called oral sex.
Okay.
Did you say
Okay.
it?
Okay.
So I lost virginity at 19. I mean 17. 17. I lost virginity at 17. I lost virginity at 19. Yeah, 2019, but technically it was 17.
Okay.
Yeah, because penetrative sex is not the only form.
Penetrative.
Yeah,
That's the
so
word of the day.
Something new every day. I can't be a black girl.
Penetrative is the word of the day. Can we get that on the bottom of the schemes?
Yeah.
Penetrative.
Yeah. But y'all, I did want to go back to Brandy, because besides all her memoir drama that this is the first thing they want to throw in the headlines with her winning her Hollywood star and with her dropping her memoir. What I initially thought of, and now with all this gossip and drama going on, Brandy biopic. Would y'all like to see that in the next 5 years? A Brandy biopic?
I would not mind getting down and dirty with Miss Brandy, only because, okay, so a few years ago, I posted a meme, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh my God, I almost hit somebody with my car coming out of school or whatever. And it was Brandy on the ground when she got pumped fall on the ground.
Yeah.
And it went viral on Twitter. And people was like, the irony of this.
Yeah.
And that's when I found out that she had hit someone or whatever. So I would want to see, what was that like? You know what I mean? Like, you live your life a certain way, and then something so traumatic happens to you. Then you have a little brother who's catapulting to stardom in a way that you weren't allowed to. Because he was allowed to be the bad boy.
Right.
The whatever, Yeah. And now she's going through something that she don't really have that space to, be. So I would love a biopic of Brandy, the American sweetheart.
I would love a biopic or miniseries, but only if she is not gonna sanitize it to her best moments. Like if you ain't gonna,
If you not gonna get down and dirty, I do not.
if you ain't gonna show us your villain era and just the real raw, like what I love about every Whitney Houston thing is Whitney was Whitney.
Let me tell you something.
Like good, bad, or indifferent, you saw her. I thought that is what made her like a beautiful, full-rounded human.
Yeah.
I don't want a timeline of your record deal to
The
your
greatest
success
hits.
now.
Nope.
So if it ain't gonna be like the whole, like a 5 heartbeats type of beat,
because
then I'm good.
I need teenage, and then I need her adult. I need a 2-part series. I need a 2-part movie.
Yeah,
like I need to see you curse the Ray J
The
out.
Boy
at
Is
the
Mine.
NC
Who
Man
hit who? Before I got on the stage.
Yeah.
When you found out you was pregnant, like all the things. Like I want to see it, Brandy.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just pivot on a little bit. So now that I'm on the show, y'all know we're gonna be talking about more sports. Yay, football.
You said football, and I do basketball.
I'm just joking.
Child.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I definitely I ain't gonna like football. But no, women's sports. Y'all know I love women's sports. WNBA season is right around the corner. I want to kick this off by saying shout out to Dawn Staley. I know by the time this airs, she would have most likely her team will be champions again. But I want to shout her out for being a class act last night because Gino was out of line. And yeah, I think that when it comes to Black women in sports, it's a never-ending game. And my girl Dawn has repeatedly had to take the high road, and she's disrespected. If you missed last night or if you don't see this, essentially he accused her of not shaking his hand on the come out. And photos prove that she did. He just was mad his team lost and decided to walk right past her at the end and not shake hers.
Shaking my hand.
Yeah, it was a big thing. You got to look at the clips. But I don't want to drag it because my co-producer said it's going to be dated by the time that comes out. So pivoting right on to to the WNBA.
Yes.
Y'all,
What's going
finally it's happened to us. We got our coins and the girls getting money.
That's right.
All right. Okay. So I will be courtside with my titties sitting up to my throat going forward because I am happy. The girls, again, they have a new contract. It's valid for the next 7 years. So the average salary for the WNBA was lingering around between 75 to 100K, y'all. That means that I was probably making more than most of my favorite players.
Wow.
Now this year, the girls are at 500, over 500K, with the best players like Asia Wilson and those girls making like 1.5 million a year. Team caps will be around 7 million. Again, y'all, this is amazing because a few years ago, team caps was at 500K. That means if you got 12 players, somebody could be on that team making 50,000. And who wants to go to the professional league and make what you could make working at a restaurant? Please, okay. These the girls get housing now, so
Oh,
they get
that's
housing.
major.
They get better flights. I don't know if they're going to get private, but they get better accommodations when traveling, chartered when traveling. It's just a lot of good.
Did they get childcare?
Yeah, because
like
we
that?
had talked about that on our last couple seasons.
They're getting 20% of their like their merch and things like that. And then the old players, they do have a union. So some childcare, some things are like taken care of with the union, but they are still a little different from Unrivaled. So where Unrivaled has like little childcare at the stadium. So
Right.
WNBA, y'all got still a ways to go.
Right.
But I do want to just congratulate the girls on getting their coins, because the NBA players, y'all, it's NBA players that's riding a bitch that's getting like 500K, almost $1 million. So we got to give our girls their things. Brittany Griner that went overseas, that got shanked up, was locked up, and came back over here playing. Give that girl some coins. She got a wife and a kid. Asia Wilson, she about to get married. Our girl Chelsea Gray is playing in every league. She needs a break. Give her that money.
Right.
But yeah, I know you all aren't sports fans, but any thoughts, any concerns?
Well, I'm not like a sports fan. I like the technicalities of the sports, but I do like socially follow like a lot of the players. And I'm just glad to see, like you said, Angel Wilson, I remember Angel Reese talking a while ago about like, y'all talking about why I'm not on the court, but I have to make these brand deals for money. So
Right.
I'm very happy to see Black women get their just due
Absolutely.
and not have to, put 10 things together to get one of what other people who don't work as hard get. So especially in this time when we're talking about Black women losing jobs, Black women having to get creative with sustainability for their funding, I feel like this is a great win for especially all of the Black women in the league. I hope it is reflected in like how they carry themselves, how they feel, the brand, the recognition and like just the respect that the WNBA should get. Because like I said, I keep up with some of them socially. Side note, I am surprised Brittany Griner did whoop them people ass over there. I did not know about her
Arrest story?
No, her temper.
Oh yeah.
Before
She had a crazy temper before, and I do think that's a side, but I do think a lot of how she got in the situation was because of her ego before, if that makes sense. And yeah, to your point, a lot of the reason why WNBA wasn't getting the money is because of racism. There was one person who decided that there were a lot of Black people in the league, and they didn't want to give those Black women the money. So this has been a fight for women of color everywhere. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to
anti-Blackness
people
always at the scene of the damn
it
crime.
has been the root of the crime.
Anti-Blackness is
It's
always
like,
at the
you
scene
don't
of
want to
the
give
damn
them
crime.
this league money, but now you have more other stars and everybody's pushing for the same cause. So that makes me happy. It did make me happy that like people like Caitlyn, people like Sabrina Nescu, these white people, they didn't wait. Like they didn't say, oh, well, I'm getting my money, I don't care. They stood in solidarity. So that's what we need going forward, y'all. So WNBA is a small blueprint, but when it comes to advocating for Black women in these workspaces, we need y'all to pull up, like white women, Asian women, POCs. Y'all have to pull up, because at the end of the day, if you don't, you need us in most of these spaces. WNBA is not gonna last without our thick girls, our tall girls, our powerful girls, and you know who they are. That's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, and y'all know I'm not a sports fan. My Super Bowl is ballroom. So. But I would say like platforms like this, like the Carefree Black Girl, any other platforms, podcasts, content creators who cover WNBA, keep going, because I think that's really what it comes down to is like, if we keep bringing them up, mentioning their names,
Yes.
popularizing them, shout out to the brands that are booking these, especially these Black women for their brands, for promos and stuff. I think that is a great benefit to them getting more money because we're keeping their name alive. We keep saying their names. We can only go watch. So shout out to CareFreeBlackGirl. Shout out to all the women podcasts in sports. Keep mentioning their names. And also I do have that little extra girl of the week. She not in sports, but she just debuted in a Sports Illustrated, Alandria. And Alandria has been working her set.
She look good,
She's been on like
though.
every red carpet. Her Sports Illustrated cover was
See, I wasn't like a Love Island girly, but I love Alandria.
I love me either,
Yes.
but I don't
She
know
got the
who she
nasty-
kissed on the show, who she turned out. I'm a fan.
She got some of the. I just love that she is showing like black, black features, and black women can be beautiful, with just being black. She's very proud of like. I'm not trying to say that I'm this, that, and the third. No shade to our biracial girlies. Black is black,
Right.
but also showing girls with Afrocentric features
Yeah.
and monoracial features, and people are just
when
obsessed with her.
Wide mouth, big lips, thick nose, titties
Dark
up the head,
skin.
dark skin. She ain't got a whole lot of ass. Like,
Yeah,
it's just very. Was she from Alabama?
yeah.
Her daddy used to be a thug. Like,
right.
And she calls herself an Alabama Barbie.
Yeah,
and
the
she
Bama
is.
Barbie.
I love it. I love everything about it, y'all. Yeah,
she,
shout out
she is so
Angela.
fly. You could tell, like, the stars love her. Like, when you see her on red carpets, they be running up, hugging her and stuff. Like, you better be an
And
it
shout out
girl.
to
I
her
love
man
it.
Nick too, because he
Yeah,
was
shout
on
out
the
to him. Yeah, he be
All Star
holding it
game. He was
down.
on the All Star game.
My
He was featured in the All Star
thank you to
game.
my man.
You know what? She gonna be our girl to watch. Even though we
Yeah.
already got Care for Black Girl, we on Landria. Yeah, she our girl
She
to
been
watch.
killing
She
it
gonna be a
since-
big.
since
She's
she
a
left
big
that
deal
show.
already, but she's gonna
She
be a
is.
big deal. A big deal. A big
Because
deal.
Mama, I haven't seen her in a bad outfit yet.
Like
Every red carpet is
Everything's
Yes.
big.
I've never seen her just look, oh, that's cute. It's okay. She always looks like she's ready to be on the runway.
okay.
So I love it.
All right, y'all. For our next segment, it's hot or not. Hot or not. So we're gonna get to hot or not. We're gonna say a TV show, a song, anything that's popping in the media, and we're gonna give it a hot or not. So the first one is Wicked for Good, who surprisingly they didn't get no Oscar nomination.
Oh, girl.
Bitch. So was Wicked for Good hot or not? 3, 2, 1.
Nah.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch it yet, so I
hot.
can't really judge.
Okay, so I'll just say this. We go obviously it's lukewarm.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say I like the messages in it. I liked it, but I just literally watched it last week.
Uh-huh.
I didn't watch it when it came out.
Yeah.
And the only reason I liked it is because my big grown ass, mid-30s, seriously, when it got to the part of Glenda saying, like, everything I've been doing that's well-meaning has been turned into shit, it literally resonated with me. So that's why I'm like, I don't know. I think it's kind of hard for me because I had like a little moment with the thing because I feel like so many times in my life I have been well-meaning and it's like been misread or misunderstood. Like even with casting for the podcast, like I offered this girl to be on the show and she's like, I don't have to pay anything. This doesn't sound right. It hung up in my face. And I was like, oh my God, like that has happened to me so many times. So that resonated with me. But the overall movie or whatever, it just killed too many things in my head for me. But what about you? Why do you say hot not?
I say not, and fuck it, I'm gonna stand on that. I fuck with Cynthia Erivo.
No, I feel that.
I don't care.
It was a hard watch. It was a hard
I
watch.
don't care how beautiful her voice is.
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna take that from her. But she is not accountable. She immerses herself in Solon and African American culture, which I don't have a problem with. I think the diaspora wars are played. But what I don't like is when you immerse yourself and then you talk shit about us.
Oh,
and then
no.
when people say, hey, come on, could you at least, own up to
Yeah.
it? She like,
no.
Whatever. So
Her accent,
it's
no. She'd be
not.
like, no.
And you and Ariana was just acting fucking weird, and now y'all don't like each other.
What?
That's what I heard. That's the tea.
That's the word on the
tea on the
curve.
street.
Oh.
That's the
Cynthia
blind artist
Arvio,
style.
I just think I agree. She's not my favorite person. I don't care how good people think she could sing. I just like she's working with Kat's Ball, right? The Jellicle Ball. Her and her girlfriend, her fiance. And I just felt like, okay, girl, I'm just trying to be a part of the scene or whatever. Like I felt more. I didn't feel like as excited as I would if somebody like else would do it because it doesn't. A lot of stuff she doesn't come off genuine, and I think that she's the Drake of Black Hollywood for me. Like she knows how to show up as Black when she cosplaying. Like you know what I mean? Like so. I get it, you know. She's good at it. She can sing. They can call up on her. She can play a hood bitch. She can play a mystical creature. Lesbian.
Nigga
so it's like
a band. She cosplaying, and that's that shit I don't like.
Vita just over her. So we're gonna do Wicked for Good. Not okay.
No. Yeah. I have a curveball for you on. It's not on the list. We've mentioned it before, but a new part came out. Beauty in Black season 2, part 2. 3, 2, 1. Hot.
I don't know. I ain't watched.
Oh, girl, right now. You gotta catch up.
When they say she shifted her wig, that's
So,
gonna be in
if
Phoenix
you-
next week.
So I did say, I think it was last year. Season 2, part 1 was not good. Like I hated it. Like it just wasn't like season 1. Like it was just too slow. And then, but now I see why it was so slow.
Because
first
a
part
lot happened.
because a lot happened in part 2, and it was just so good. And I really feel like this part was really good. They had a lot of memeable moments. They had a lot of great moments. Like shout out to Mallory. I feel like she carried this part.
She carried.
And yeah, I really enjoyed this part. And I also wanted to bring it up too, because y'all saw that controversy with one of the actors. His name on the show is Angel.
Angel,
He
yeah.
recently just came out and was talking about how, basically
He was basically making anti-gay conversation, saying how he don't believe in it, and it's
not in the Bible.
not in the Bible, and that people was gonna
Hell.
going to hell.
They were going to hell.
for their sexual choices. And I just say
So
that
played.
the call is coming from inside the house.
Oh.
And I'm just gonna stand on that because my gaydar is typically never wrong. And you can make people your enemy when you don't want to accept who you are, and sometimes it's easy to do it that way, right? But ain't nobody put a gun in your head and make you take this role,
Right.
So if people are assuming that you
So help me out, you guys. He's playing gay, but he don't
kind
like
of,
me.
yeah. So he's
basically-
playing a stripper who is willing to do anything for money. essentially.
Kind of like gay for pay. Like he's like this. One of the guys, one of like the older men who's rich, who owns a business. He likes him.
He was fond of him.
Yeah, and basically he danced for him naked on the show. But he doesn't like men. He only does it because he's giving him money
Yeah.
out of it.
I mean, all of that's fine and good, but I feel like if you're gonna say shit like that, then you shouldn't take
Roles
like that and take money from
'Cause-
people who are gay, who can.
Because a lot of people don't
tell their
respect
own
Terrence
experience.
Howard for his choices of not wanting to take certain roles and certain stuff. But at least he fucking stands on it.
At least he stands
At
on
least
it.
he stands on it. Like he
What
won't.
I say, I
if
like
you gonna be a piece of shit,
my
stand
racist
on it.
racist. And
Yeah.
I don't like all these people that
Yeah.
no, don't do it. And I don't dislike Terrence Howard for his choices, but it is a lot of, if a black man typically is, labeled gay or whatever, it's hard for them to get it off. And somebody like him, I get it. Now we have another light-skinned black man who's saying, oh, this and that. But baby, again, y'all, I know you don't know this brother and we could table this. But you go to his page, you go to his profiles, and you come back and we have this conversation.
I'm gonna look it
again.
up.
The call
Is coming.
is coming
From
inside
inside.
the home. It's in the home.
But honestly, I feel
Closet,
like
the closet door is glass.
It's
honestly,
glass,
I feel like
baby. It's
any-
already creaking.
anytime you're supposedly straight, and I say supposedly, and you go to sleep, with all the shit going on, the world's on fire. You wake up, you have your day, you go to sleep, and then the first thing you talk about is like gay people. Like, I feel like it is a call coming inside the house because there's a difference between I'm not gay, you can be gay.
What screen am
that's
I looking
fine.
at? Because I just was writing about this.
Yeah.
Straight people message me so much about gay shit. It's sickening.
It's weird.
Why do y'all care so much?
It's weird, and it's not even. I'm not saying the calls coming inside the house from the homophobic way. It's like obviously this is something that is ruminating. A clinical term. You just had this thought
Second
just
word.
circling in your mind. You know, you just got gay just circling in your mind. And I can't imagine if you're supposedly straight, why that would be. It's strange. And so to get out of that rumination, you know, you just got to get it out your mind. You're like, oh, you know what would be smart? Let me pretend to hate gay people.
Yeah.
That's true. We gotta get to the last hot of night.
And yeah. Well, before we get to that, I also want to shout out to the main character. I think her name, I think her name is Taylor Page Williams. The Beauty and Black, well, next season is their last season, but she just got booked for Reasonable Doubt season, I think 4. So shout out to Taylor Page Williams, who I did not also know she was on Welcome Home Roscoe Jenkins as a kid. So.
And she was on All American.
All American.
The second
Homecoming.
Homecoming. Yeah, she was Homecoming. They was all the tennis girls.
So yeah, shout out Taylor Page.
And shout out Taylor Page, CAU alumni. I actually have a picture with her, so I'm gonna post that.
And the last one is our good was it 2016? No, that wasn't 2016 because that was
2018, 2019.
But she was a goodie. Our OG, Fenty, makeup, hot or not? 3, 2, 1, hot. I'm a hottie. They're a naughty.
All right,
and
I'll be honest.
Okay.
So I am a long-term partner of a fan of Fenty and the beauty and the Rihanna. This is nothing against you, but I have long stopped using the foundations.
Okay.
Because they make me look ashy.
Okay.
The other day I went on live and I put on some of the lip gloss and I was like, this sucks. And then I looked at it and it was a Fenty. But the lip liners are dope. I just feel like the packaging on the lip liners is weird. Like, are you supposed to shave it? Do you push it up? Like, somebody on the internet invented a hack where you can like open the bottom and push it up. But it's like, baby, like, why do I have to do all this? So I would say for me, we got Il Maquillage, we got the other ones.
Yeah.
It's going to be a not for me. Only because I feel like it's only certain things
that you like.
That I like.
Right.
And this is not Fenty the lingerie. This is specifically Fenty makeup. I think that I'm grateful for Riri for breaking the door down, for making other people make different shades.
Yeah.
But I do think that there has to go, like, again, I have the foundation still in my dresser with half, more than 30-40% of the bottle left. I got an Il Maquillage that I got probably like in October, September, that's damn near gone. So I gotta be real, you know what I mean? Like, she had this chapstick that was $35. Amazing. But I'm not about to be buying that. I can't afford it. Don't tempt me with a good time.
And that's why it's not for me. Cause like I use makeup.
The foundation not that expensive.
But
though.
listen, I'm a beginner. I'm a makeup baby. Like I ain't really started makeup until my 30s. So I ain't got time to be playing with Rihanna. Every time I see a product and I'm like, oh, okay, maybe I'll try that. $40.
Now, $40 for foundation is not expensive, but the chapstick, it was a little pricey. But I loved every minute of it. It felt like my lips was like I was doing this. Like, first of all, Wise bought it for himself, and I think I might have had like 35 swipes on it because I literally loved it. It was just so good.
Listen,
but I think it's still I still use stuff in rotation. Like today, I have on. I have on the contour stick. I have on the skin tint. Oh, sorry. I have on the skin tint.
And this is all Fenty beauty.
No, not all. This is just the contour stick and the skin tint. That's it. Like I don't use foundation. I use skin tints. I think skin tints are a lot better than foundation. And I love her skin tint. I don't have never tried anybody else's skin tint, and that's the only thing I use.
I use
Everything else I
skin
use
tint.
other products. But I will say I will try her. I will actually, y'all challenge me now to do a whole Fenty like
Phase.
makeup phase, and then I'm gonna just come in one day and I'm gonna see what y'all reaction is. If it says, "Oh, hey, so your makeup is over," then oh yeah, y'all bitches just talking shit. Like maybe it's also just who does it too.
Yeah, I mean,
I think the
you
skill
did
issue
list
is
that you
it.
use different things to me. So like
Yeah.
the highlighter palette, I still have, and I will
Yeah.
put it on every now and then, right?
Yeah.
But I also like the lip gloss that I had was like the cloudy looking one.
Oh yeah, if it's that like milky white looking one, that one is ugly. We bet when that dropped, we said that was ugly. Like we was like, no,
And then
ma'am.
the foundation for my skin tone, what is it, porosity?
Yeah.
It makes it just look a different
Yeah,
color
I would say
throughout
get the
day.
skin tint. Skin tint is a lot better.
I
That's
like
what I'm
that.
wearing
Yeah,
right
I
now.
we use different stuff, but I definitely would try it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was cool. We had you know, a little
We had some hots, we had some knots.
we had
but-
some questionables.
It was a moment.
But you know, we'll see y'all the next hot or not, baby. Let me know what y'all think.
All right, y'all. So today we're gonna keep it brief with the Get Free segment. It's getting hot outside, so we know our girls got to get ready for the summer. So we want to drop a few hygiene tips that may not be readily online, something that our grandma told us, something that an auntie or a TT might have told us. And I'm gonna let you go first, Dr. Phoenix from the South.
Okay, for the South girlies, cotton panties for the daily wear. Only put on those little silky polyester things. When it's sexy time, take it right back off. Cotton panties. Don't sleep with underwear on at night.
Let the cat breathe.
Let it breathe. Let it breathe.
I would definitely give
That coochie breathe.
yes. I would say for everybody, Mitchum deodorant is your friend. Go get some Mitchum. Back in the day, they got all the things. And when it comes to washing them thick thighs, do the antibacterial soap. I know we want to get our Dove and our all these other scents, but y'all, sometimes we need just a nice little soap, a little thing, and you ain't got to go all the way deep because again, water works just fine for the insides, with them outsides and those creases. Get the scrubbing.
Yes. And for my dolls,
Yes,
for
the
your
dolls.
fairy doll mother. I would say, y'all know old school girls. Y'all, you know the terminology gaff.
Gaff.
We make gaff. You know, you get your pantyhose, you get your little sock, cut it up, and right under or over your panties. Yeah. It's 2026. We have a lot of brands who are now
Yes.
coming up with panties for the dolls, even the gays, to tuck. And it's called Tucked It Up on Instagram. So make sure y'all go and check out Tucked It Up on Instagram just so you can have that one layer of panties on instead of laying yourself and tighten it up. You ever on an airport and you just like, oh, bitch, I got to adjust this.
Okay.
You should not have that problem with Tucked It Up panties. So make sure I check them out. And that's my hygiene tip.
All right. I know that's right. Okay. And before we go, we did get a chance to get out to Amina CLT yesterday. Hazell, that's yours. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna let you take it off with that.
Yes. So we did. So there's a new restaurant out here in Charlotte called Amina. If you not have heard of it, it's called Amina CLT. Make sure I go out there and check it out. The Carefree Black Girls had the honor to go out there and try it out. And the food was really good. It was really decent. I did not try the cocktails, y'all, because I'm on a cleanse. So I had the
Cocktails were
mocktails.
good.
And I would recommend the apricot blossom. I think that's what it's called. What cocktail did you have that you
What,
recommend?
Stay the night or after sex?
A date for a night date.
Oh, yeah, a date. Sorry, guy. I
First
can't get
night,
that.
first date.
You know what? I have the menu on my phone.
It's called like the first date.
like the first date or something like that.
She's a
But
whiskey girl.
didn't
I'm a
get to
whiskey
make
girl.
it. But if y'all had to recommend first time person what to order, appetizer, one entree, one drink.
The chicken, the wings were good, amazing, perfectly done. And I would say I'm not a lamb chop person, but
The
way
lamb
those
chops
lamb
are
chops
good.
look made me
The
want
lamb
to
chops
eat
are good.
some.
Came with a nice little I forgot what the
the
salad's
wings
called,
fried
but it's not like your
hard?
regular romaine iceberg salad. It was like a nice leaf salad. And also their sides, the lemon zesty rice. I've never thought a lemon tasted rice. I never thought of that a day in my life, but I might go try it at home. But y'all should go out there and try it out. And the person that really made us go to it was someone on TikTok. Her name is Chef, I think it's Chianti.
Yep,
Correct
Chef
me.
Chianti,
Chef
brown
Chianti.
skin locks.
Yeah, we got to meet her yesterday. She was really cool. She was really nice. And she's been promoting Amina down. So make sure you definitely go check it out there. If you are in the Charlotte area or visiting Charlotte, Amina CLT.
Okay, y'all. So this wraps up our seasonal opener for first.
Season
1 second.
opener.
Let me see.
Boop, 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 boop.
All right, y'all. So this wraps up the season opener for season 12. Again, excuse me.
2 minutes.
Okay. All right, y'all. This wraps up our season opener for season 12. I'm Quanna, your hostess with the mostest. Okay, I'm working on my tag, but I'll have it down pat. You can follow me on QMC at all platforms. So that's Quanna MC. That's QUANNA MC on all platforms. Pass it off to Hazell.
It's your girl, Hazell Harvey. You can catch me on Instagram, Facebook, and X at Hazell Harvey. And you can catch me on TikTok at Hazella Harvey. It's a new account, so make sure you go follow me, run it up for all your daily beauty, ballroom, and all the things. And lastly but not least, the doctor of the hour.
It's your girl, Dr. Phoenix Lux, your favorite fantasy baddie, therapy, blur historian. You can catch me at Blurry Love on Instagram, Phoenix Lux everywhere else. If you are a Black woman or fembe, you can find me also at the Care Salon, where we heal your mind, help your body, and soothe your soul. It is a clinical practice for you.
All right. And be sure to follow us on Instagram at CareFreeBlackGirl 8, Twitter CFBG Pod, and catch us on tour with next stop being Philly, May 24th.